Friday, weekly weigh-in time. This week, not a bad week, but I was sick. I started off the week. I wasn't happy with my weigh-in last week, but I wasn't like upset or down. But I just, I got the feeling like I need to start turning it up a bit on my diet and my exercise. So, had a great lifting session on Friday. Did a 90-minute arm routine. Saturday morning, got up and ran a tempo 5K. Did a 90-minute chest and back session, and was planning to do a 10 to 12 mile run on Sunday. And I did those two workouts on Saturday and felt fine. I finished the lifting session about 1 o'clock, and about, I don't know, like 5, 6 o'clock, really started feeling it. And then the next day I woke up, I had a fever, all kinds of sinus pressure in my face. Unfortunately, this is nothing unusual. Every spring and every fall, every April, May, and every September, October, sometimes maybe as late as early November, but usually whenever the leaves start falling, when the leaves are blossoming and the trees are dropping pollen, or in the fall when the leaves are falling, I get sinus infections like clockwork, like every year, twice a year, like clockwork. So this is nothing unusual for me. I'm never like thinking about it because it doesn't come like on the same time every year, but it always happens in April or May. So it just happened to hit me that week. I actually missed work on Monday and Tuesday. I was running a fever, was very congested. I had completely lost my voice on Sunday and Monday. Started feeling a little better on Tuesday. Went back to work on Wednesday, and I worked out for the first time since Saturday, yesterday evening on Thursday. I did, me and Rick did, what did we do? We did arms last night. I did a 30-minute run, just first time I've run since last Saturday. I missed my 10 to 12 mile, which I'm not happy about, especially considering my half marathon is 3 weeks away. Um, but say all that to say, um, it really impacted me this week. Um, but, I kept my diet for the most part in check. I didn't have any fast food. I did snack a bit and I was laying on my couch essentially from Sunday morning until pretty much Monday night when I just got sick of laying there and got up and went and slept in the bed upstairs. But I didn't move. So I know I was just restless. I know I snacked a lot. I had some sweet potato chips. I had some blue corn chips. I had yogurts. I know I was eating a lot of that stuff. I wasn't tracking it like I normally do. So I don't know, but I didn't eat any fast food. I didn't eat. I really was tempted to eat Subway. I was really tempted to eat McDonald's. I didn't eat any outside food, but I know I was snacking a lot those days when I was just kind of laying there, unable to really get around. So that's being said, let's see where I'm at for the week. So just got off the scale. Let's go into my Garmin app. I did a little break a sweat run, nothing crazy. Less than 300 calories burned, honestly. Um, Wait. So, wow. I guess that fever did me some good. Because I am down 3.5 pounds. I'm currently 248.7 pounds. My BMI is 27.9. Body fat, pretty flat, 29.6. It was 30 last week, which is terrible. As I said, my goal is under 18. Skeletal muscle, 92.6 pounds. Bone mass, 14.2 pounds. Body water, pretty much flat, 51.4. That always moves with the inverse of my body fat. If my body fat comes down, my body water goes up because your muscles are mostly made of water. And your bone remains relatively stable unless you put on or take on massive amounts of weight. But down 3.5 pounds, so I'm happy with that, especially considering my entire routine was disrupted. But all in all, I said I didn't eat any junk food, so happy to see that. So happy to be under 250 again. That was bothering me. I can't lie about that, but I don't feel, I don't know how to say it. I don't feel angry. I don't feel frustrated. I feel determined and I feel encouraged, which is a positive for me. Um, one major thing I highlighted it in the Bricks Fitness Insiders. I have a bad habit of binging when I get sick. I had a little cold. I don't know. I had a fever for like 2 days back in February, um, and I was planning to work, and I was sitting there. I was having nosebleeds. My nose was running, and I was sweating. And I said, you know what? I started working, and I said, you know, I'm not gonna work today. I had a mild fever, so I just decided to take the day off. And as soon as I did that, it happened to be NBA trade deadline day, and I promise you, I would not do something as um, frivolous as I'm not that much of a super fan to try to take off. But I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna camp out and watch the NBA trades all day. And I ordered an entire pizza, and I sure did eat it. I didn't eat it all in one sitting. It probably came at like 11, and I probably had half of it. And I think I had like two more at like 2 o'clock, and then two more slices at like 4 o'clock. And I had a whole 2 liter, and I was sick. I was sick the next day. I still had my fever the next day. And I think I had like Subway and McDonald's. It's like I have this mindset that I was very proactive about fighting this time, where it's like, you know what, I'm suffering, so I'm gonna do something to indulge. I'm gonna do something to make myself feel good. And I've always historically just completely binged when I'm sick. It's like I have the mindset like I'm miserable, so I'm gonna eat something to make me feel good. And I was so proactive about it this time. I avoided going to the supermarket. I avoided going anywhere. I did have to go. I was in such pain with the sinus pressure on Sunday. I went to CVS, and I got Zyrtec, and I had initially grabbed like some soda, some chips, and a bunch of stuff. And I got online, and I said, I can't keep making these mistakes. It's like I keep telling myself every day is an opportunity, and it's so easy to say I'm gonna start next week. I'm gonna start next week. And I got to the front of it. I waited online. It wasn't a long line. It was only like 3 people. And I got to the front of the line, and my conscience just would not let me pay for that stuff. And I told the cashier, hold on, I'll be right back. And I put down the Zyrtec. Well, I paid for the Zyrtec in the back, but I gotten, along with the soda, I had gotten some seltzer and some flavored seltzer, some Polar grapefruit seltzer. Because my throat was hurting, and something cold and fizzy really calms my throat. I always drink soda because of that. My mother would always get me ginger ale when I was a kid, and it became a habit to just drink fizzy thing. It really does calm my throat when it's sore. So I was like, I'm gonna have seltzer and I'll have soda, so I don't just drink soda. But I put the soda back, I put the Sun Chips back, I put the Lay's back, I put the Twizzlers back, I put it all back. I didn't want to go into a store because I know what my habits are when I'm sick. But all I came out of that supermarket with was my Zyrtec and the Polar grapefruit seltzer, and that's all I had. And I mean, there's a testament. You see what my weight is. I could barely work out this week. I sincerely doubt that a lifting session yesterday took off 3.5 pounds for me. I ate clean all week. I know I snacked a bit on Sunday and Monday when I was just laying there, but I didn't have any outside food. I didn't have any chips. I know I had my Greek yogurt, and I had my sweet potato chips. And I know I ate a lot of it. I wasn't keeping track, but you know what? I stayed clean. Who knows what that weight would have been if I had ordered a pizza, if I had walked out the store with that 6-pack of Coke or that 12-pack of Coca-Cola, cherry Coke, if I had walked out with the Sun Chips, the Ruffles, like the Twizzlers, like who knows what my weight would have been. It would have been flat, it could have been up. So you know what, good work. I'm gonna make sure I account for the victories, because it sounds like a small thing, but this is a lifelong habit. And it was very hard walking out of that store without that stuff, but I felt so relieved when I got home. And I kept telling myself, I need to do my weigh-in and hold myself accountable. That's the single biggest reason I do this. So good work, didn't pig out. Still feeling somewhat congested, but feeling a lot better. No fever, my voice is back. So I'm back to moving normally. I'm gonna do my long run this weekend, and I'm gonna record a video. I wanted to keep this video under 5 minutes and did a terrible job on that. I've started to eat and track my macros. I'm going to do a separate video on that because that has been quite a challenge, and it's going to actually require me to totally change the way I eat. So good week. I'm going to go have lunch and get back to work. For now, for Reed Fitness, signing off.